Welcome to this new Flight Simulator update movie. In this movie we're gonna look at the updated content, and then specifically the updated content for Disney. So Disney near Orlando, right, has received photogrammetry content updates as part of World Update number 10, which is already available for some time now. So we're already flying above the park. It's a huge park, so below us are the parking spots. And then we can see several attractions below us. The cool thing is that wherever you look, right, you can see that there are more buildings being added as part of World Update number 10. And the cool thing is that due to the, let's say, lakes in this area, you can simply use, for example, the Cessna 172, which has also a version which can land on the water, which is kind of cool. So let's have a look at Disney, right? So probably need to decrease the altitude a bit because we're flying a little bit too high, so let's first do that. And then while we're descending, let's have a look at the area, right? You can see multiple hotels and multiple, let's say, pieces of the park, right? Never been there, but I assume that these are, I would say, parts of the where visitors can stay, right? You can book some nights. You can see a lot of water. And as we're decreasing, you can also see that there is a lot of detail, say, in the area being added. So that's really cool to see. The good thing is that if you want to fly into this direction, there are a lot of airports available, right? So you can take off from Orlando, or you can take off from one of the airports which is closer by. But that's of course entirely up to you. So, while we're flying in the nice weather, let's see if we can find some other nice buildings. But probably we first need to decrease the altitude a little bit more. We can see a golf course over there. You can see some buildings over here. Looks like also a hotel or something with a swimming pool in the center. Turn a little bit further. While we're slowly descending, right, we're roughly at 2500, so that's, let's say, good, but we want to fly a little bit lower to see everything in detail a little bit more. It's surrounded by a lot of highways, as you can see, right? It's not too busy on the highways currently. There's some traffic. Then we must look at this piece, which we didn't look at yet. So there's also new parts, some new buildings have been added, some photogrammetry content, which adds some more detail and makes it a little bit more realistic compared to the flat buildings. There are no point of interest in this area being added, so it's purely the photogrammetry content. It's also a little bit unclear about how big it is, because if you look at the release notes, it will say multiple things. It will say Disney, Kisame, Winterberg. So Kisame is, I would say, a town which is pretty close by Disney Park. So I flew over it, but I didn't see too much changes, also not too much high buildings. So I don't think that they did much for that, and mostly focused on the Disney Park. A lot of green around us, so let's make a turn. Also keep an eye on the altitude. There we go. Adjusting the trim a little bit. because we're now at, I would say, a decent altitude for the park. Let's see if we can spot some, I would say, specific buildings. I was already, I would say, looking for the palace, but I couldn't find it while, I'd say, doing some dry runs or flying over this nice scenery. And here you can see some added content, right? Some nice details, including boats, and probably some, I would say, other pieces of the park. And then fly over the golf course. Turning to the other direction. And while we're flying, we can look at the other side, right? So that's the other part, which we're gonna visit in a few minutes. Trim wheel a bit because we're flying a little bit too low, although that would give us a nice, I would say, view on this building. Also looks like a hotel or something. There's a nice fountain in front of it. And then make a turn to the other part which we just saw on our right hand. So if you look at the building times, right, mostly hotels as it looks like. I was hoping for a little bit more attractions, but I didn't spot them yet. Could be because they simply did not add those buildings. Might also have to do with some copyrights or something. Not sure. Some nice buildings below us with some nice coloring over there. Parking spots again, and then some buildings, including something which looks to be really interesting right in front of us. Not sure what kind of building it is. Also on the right hand. You would almost say it would be a Harry Potter house or something, but I don't expect it is. This looks like a pretty big attraction or something. Maybe a show which they deliver there. The other buildings, and that's where I'd say our Flight Simulator update movie ends, right? So what we saw in this area is that it received, I would say, a lot of updates, several nice things. As mentioned, I've never been there, so I might see some things incorrect. So if that's the case, then feel free to put it in the comment box below. Unfortunately, no real attractions, right? For example, the palace or something. I'm not maybe I missed it because this event is so big. So if I missed it, then let me know and tell me, hey, is it there, yes or no? Again, here ends this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you've got questions or comments, then feel free to post them in the comment box below. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then make sure that you're subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.